Oh, finally, a friendly face. Or at least a naborу that doesn't want to kill me on sight.
I don't care about your wars. Not anymore. I might still kill you, though, if you keep talking.
No need. I'm silent as the grave already. May I have a question or two?
Maybe.
Tell me more about that rat attack.
Same as always. Us fighting back. Rats dying. The clumsy naborу dying too. The good Barubufus giving his life in battle. The spineless queen taking to her heels and fleeing to her citadel. Locking the gates of the fortress to protect her fat arse. And the even fatter arses of the nobles. That's the gist of it. I'm too sober to tell you more.
What if I want to get out of here?
Ha ha ha! Not enjoying the hospitality? My old army buddy Cyrus is guarding the first gate. He's a good soldier. He won't let you pass. You'll need a permit.
And where would I get one?
In the main keep, the governor issues them. Now it would be the temporary governor. Gracchus. Spit into his face if you see him. He can't fill Barubufus's shoes.
Where can I find Livil? I need to get to her as soon as possible.
She won't be of any use to you.
Why is that?
Locked herself in that little chapel behind me as soon as the attack started. Well, still probably better than having her running around. I don't trust them keepers. They keep too much to themselves.
Guess that's why they call them keepers.
They were no help in this war.
Is that a manly tear? I mean, given the situation, I wouldn't...
It's sweat. No tears left for me. I don't care about anything anymore. Many have died. The good Barubufus among them. Now nothing matters.
You said you don't care about anything. You seem to care about Barubufus.
He was always kind to me. My first commander. My last harbour. And a stable source of money and liquor. He took me in when I lost my old smithy. Me, a drunkard war veteran. Oh, the war. Those were the days. We laughed together. We drank together. We fought together. Now there's only 3 of us left. Me, Cyrus and Tobias. Drunkard, fatso and cripple. Still, our commander didn't deserve that death the rats brought unto him.
You're a friend of Tobias? I thought you were maybe only going to the same tattoo parlor.
It's the war tattoo of our Tuberni. Show some respect.
Sorry, no offense. So, Tobias?
Haven't seen him for some time, but friendships forged in the heat of battle last forever. How is he?
That's a bit complicated. Does stargazer mean anything to you?
Dunno. Somebody who gazes at stars. What does it have to do with Tobias?
Nothing. It's just a word he used a lot lately. Anyway, I'm his apprentice now. He sent me here to check the situation. I should report to him shortly. Honestly, he had a terrible case of seasickness.
Ha ha ha! Tobias never found his sea legs. Oh, the stories I could tell you. Well, every friend of Tobias is my nodding acquaintance. So welcome to the fortress, I guess. Apprentice. It's a shithole, but the booze is all right. Could you do me a friendly favour?
Sure.
My good Barubufus. He was wearing the armour I made for him when the rats took him for good. It would be great to have it back. It's my finest work. The sturdy armour, the sleek trousers, the noble helmet, the snug boots and the nimble gloves. My 5 golden wonders. Could you find it for me?
5 pieces of armor scattered around the battleground. I'll see what I can do, but no promises there.
So, how's Tobias and his tummy? Any news?
Well, not great, not terrible.
Just keep your distance, he can be a real geezer. And how about my glorious golden armour?
So, did you say armor, trousers, helmet, boots, and gloves, all bespoke and with exceptional craftsmanship?
You flatter me, but it was indeed my best work. Looking forward to having it back. Well, in general, I pretend to work, so I don't have... What would you need?
Is this the sanctum? I'm looking for Livil.
You have found her. How can I help you in these troubled days? Do you seek refuge or spiritual guidance?
Does Stargazer mean anything to you?
Oh, you must be Silver, the last immortal. Tobias told me you were coming. Please, try to enter noiselessly. Tobias is asleep, recovering.
So, what happened to Tobias?
He only told me about you, and then fainted. I was hoping you would explain that to me. Marco told me about the Queen's arrival at the monastery. What happened next?
Oh, Marco was here. Well, some rather harsh words were briefly exchanged, and then the Queen had us all locked up in prison. Now, the crazy bit. This weird monster comes in, frees me and Tobias, but drags Maltus away. He was kicking and screaming something about masters and you and, me being useless.
That truly hurts.
Yeah, it did hurt.
Do you think Maltus is still among the living?
No idea, but I guess the monster took him alive for some reason.
Then we still have hope. We need to find him. It shall be your task as well as mine.
Shall it? Tobias promised you would tell me about some cradle, how vital it is, and...
I am afraid that your search for the cradle needs to be postponed. We have more pressing matters to deal with.
But
I know Tobias accepted you as an apprentice, Silver, and I am now the first of the keepers. You shall follow my guidance and call me mistress.
Kinky. I like that. What shall I do, mistress?
We need to solve one more thing before we save Maltus. I need to bury our good Barrow Bufus accordingly.
Is this really the right time for a fancy funeral?
Silence! I see you still know very little about our ways. Burial is a mandatory procedure, and I can't leave the sanctum without providing it for Barrow.
Well, do it then, and let's get going.
Sadly, I'm missing one crucial thing for that. Barrow's body.
Right. And you want me to find it?
He was lost in the clouds of battle. I have seen rats fighting over his armor and dragging him away. I heard them shouting something about giving him a taste of his own medicine. Not that it would make things any more clear. Our poor Barrow. He's probably rotting somewhere in the sewers. Please, bring his remains to me. He deserves to ascend in peace. Marshal Gracchus might be of assistance. You need to help him conquer the Ratkins and gain his trust. We need the Naboro to think you are on their side.
Am I not?
It's a complex world, my dear immortal. Now go. Help Gracchus. Find our Barrow. We will explain in good time.
Well, in general, I pretend to. What would you need?
Tell me more about that.
Same us, the locking bastard.
What if
Ah, my, you'll need
And-
in the Gracchus.
We have a visitor. Look what the cat's dragged in. How annoying. I thought you were busy rotting in prison with Maltis. But you Earthlings are just so overly demanding. Well, good news. Here in the fortress you can have the whole prison to yourself for your sins.
I don't remember any sins, Marshal, only some misunderstandings, and quite harsh and fast judgments on your side.
Oh, really? Well, surprise me.
That will be easy. One of those twisted abominations, as you call them, broke me free just a few hours after you left. Accidentally, I guess. Oh, and then dragged Maltis away. That, on the other hand, was probably on purpose. I thought Her Majesty should know about that, so here I am, talking to you. Surprised?
I am. I have to admit that. And you're probably right. We should inform Her Majesty at once. If you are willing to serve the Naborru Empire, it might be beneficial to join forces. If Regulus and the legends are right, that is.
What legends?
That the belt grants you immortality.
It's a bit more complex than that. But yeah, I am basically a resurrecting machine.
Splendid. So the immortality is a proven scientific fact. Let's agree we might treat you as an ally, for now. It's a generous offer. I wouldn't hesitate. If you refuse, we will simply consider you an enemy to the Empire.
If that's the case, I'm willing to treat you as an ally too. It's a generous offer, given how I was treated so far. What do you say?
You have quite a lot of nerve. But I say I could probably do with a person of your talents right now. I believe we might come to a mutually beneficial understanding. Follow me to my office. I foresee a fruitful conversation.
So, here I am. Where's the fruit?
I am most sorry for my misleading promises. It's actually more of a nut. One to crack.
Let's get cracking then.
Right. Well, I'll be up front with you, our new ally. We both know you should report the most unfortunate news of our Patriarch's kidnapping to Her Majesty as soon as possible. But so far, not a single one of the useless peons I have to deal with has been able to bring me that lowly ring.
What does a ring have to do with me reporting to the Queen?
It's Bufus's ring. Without it, I can't seal the leave permits and pass through the gate to the city.
Even as a captain of the Naboro army?
Marshal! And don't get me started. That guardsman at the gate just thinks he's something better. He has his moronic orders and no brain to understand the real situation here. Stupid royal guard. When the Queen says jump, they ask how high and how many times. Anyway, bring me the ring and I can get us both out of here. And inform Her Majesty about your usefulness.
Any description I could work with?
Well, it's a seal ring. That old fool Bufus obviously didn't keep it in his office. He proudly wore it into battle. And since he is dead, well...
Let me guess. You can't find his body, nor the ring.
And my soldiers are a bunch of asinine, moronic halfwits who couldn't find a dead body even if it was their own. If you could be of some assistance in this challenge, I will put in a good word for you then.
Right. I'm on it. One man to find the ring. Many deaths to bind it.
I feel life running out. Away, you naborу slaver. I killed Battle Woofers. Me, with my bare paws. We toss him to his pet spider. Like he tossed bodies of ratkins he tortures. To death first. Tell world, Slaver Boofus has what he deserves. Take his bloody ring. Tell my story. Tell story of freedom, revolution, life, and my death.
What happened here?
Boofus fight back and we all fall in. Spider bit. Two brothers die. I barely survive. But Boofus is dead. Freedom. I die happily now.
Could I just tend those wounds a little? Maybe I could still...
Let me die. I welcome hero death. And call death to naborу oppressors.
Oh, come on. There's nothing heroic in dying in a puddle of your own blood and piss. And honestly, I'm not a great fan of the naborу either. I mean, at least not all of them. Don't get me started.
Oh, you not naborу. Can you help me? Please, bring me medicine and patch me. I not want to die. By the poison, killing slowly but painful.
I'll try, but they don't grow on trees, you know.
Lilil must have some. Keepers always keep. She also healer of this fortress.
My last immortal, but now we still have work to do. Did you make any progress in your blessed search? Be risen. Let's get prepared for the heist. I hope you will...
Let go! Let go! Oh, I'm gonna get...
Captain's log.